Hi everybody, my name is Tom LaFouche. I'm the Menu Development Manager at Salsarita's Fresh Cantina, and we're here today to talk to you about one of our most important ingredients in our restaurant, the jalapeno pepper. We're going to take you through actually what a jalapeno is. We're going to kind of break it down and show you the anatomy of it. We're also going to show you some really cool and fun ways that you can use jalapenos in your everyday cooking. So here we have a few examples of jalapenos. The one that most of y'all are familiar with is the green jalapeno. It's actually, the green jalapeno is the unripe version of the jalapeno. It has a much fresher heat, it has a much fresher fruity flavor, more of a pepper flavor. As you see here, we have a few examples of as the pepper matures on the vine, it actually turns from green to red. We've got a few examples here of that. This one's just starting to turn red, and this one is definitely well on its way to becoming a red jalapeno. The red jalapeno has a much more mature fruit flavor, a much mature pepper flavor, and a more pronounced heat. Okay, well, let's talk about the anatomy of the chili pepper. We've got a jalapeno here that we've cut in half, and if you, it very clearly kind of shows you the anatomy of the inside of a pepper. We've got the seed pod here with the seed cluster attached to it. We've got the ribs that run the length of the entire pepper, and then the inner membrane of the pepper right there. Okay, now let's talk spicy. Okay, most people believe that the spice from a jalapeno pepper, or any chili pepper for that matter, really comes from the seeds. That's not entirely true. There is a little bit of heat in the seeds, but the majority of the heat comes from the ribs that run the length of the pepper. In our second example here, we've kind of butterflied the pepper a little bit so we can get a better look at it. We've got the ribs that run the entire length of the pepper. That is where the heat comes from. And those ribs actually generate a compound that's called capsaicin. And what capsaicin does is it gives negative feedback to your taste buds when you eat it, and that's what causes the heat sensation on your tongue. Now, if you wanted to use this type of a pepper in a recipe but not involve the heat, what you would do is just take a normal teaspoon or tablespoon, and you would use it to scoop out the entire seed pod, seed cluster, and all the ribs, and that's the finished product here. What you get here is you don't have any seeds, you don't have any of the seed pods or any of the ribs, and that actually eliminates about 85 to 90% of the heat that the pepper would have. The end product, when you use this in your recipe, is going to have a much more fruity pepper taste. There will be a little bit of heat because there is some heat in the pepper itself, but not nearly as much as would normally be.